Even with lacrosse's booming popularity, Title IX is preventing it from becoming a scoring success. Up in Dallas, it's Hate Week with Texas, Oklahoma. We'll preview the Red River rivalry coming up next. Since the noise ordinance has gone into effect, owners of the Container Bar and other bars on Rainey Street claim to have lost 15 to 20% of business. The Texas Longhorns head to the Cotton Bowl this Saturday for their annual showdown with the Oklahoma Sooners. Even with the good vibes Reggae Fest brings Austin, its benefits go way past that. The Friday night basketball season officially kicks off for Rick Barnes and his highly touted squad. Even though elite runners do compete in the Austin American Statesman Cap 10K, the event is meant for everybody. Rainey Street is one of the most popular bar districts in the city of Austin. However, a recent crackdown on the city's noise ordinance means no sound past 10:30, turning once busy bars into ghost towns.
The city is now saying that you cannot have any music on whatsoever, which basically means not only, it's not like you can't have a live concert, but you can't have ambient background music, period, end of story, or you get a ticket. So if you can imagine as someone that consumes restaurants or bars or anywhere, imagine being in there without any background music on at all. It just feels weird. It's sort of awkward and uncomfortable, and you don't want to be there. Since the noise ordinance has gone into effect, owners of the Container Bar and other bars on Rainey Street claim to have lost 15 to 20% of business.
Our city is considered the live music capital of the country, and you're taking that away by doing this. It's just not.
It's lame. If you don't want to hear loud noise, don't live near a bar. Everyone knows what Austin is about. It's a lot of bars, a lot of streets of bars. Don't live downtown if you can't stand the noise.
With so many up in arms over the new enforcement, Councilwoman Kathy Tovo says the city is working with the bars to help rectify the problem.
So there are a few staff who are full-time members of the music department, and they'll actually work with venues and try to find ways to help them redirect their sound.
Rainey Street bar owners have formed the Rainey Street Business Coalition to try and find middle ground with the city on the noise ordinance in hopes to save their bars from permanent silence. Ryan Haddox, Texas News Watch. In Texas, football is known to be the kingpin of athletics.
Play fake, bootleg to the right, he's got it all open for him. Romo runs it in.
More recently, though, another sport has started to take off across the state, lacrosse.
I think just the fast-paced nature of the game, a lot of up and down and contact. And, you know, in the state of Texas being a football state, you know, people love to see contact, love to see speed and athleticism, and I think you combine all that.
The University of Texas lacrosse team currently competes in the Men's Collegiate Lacrosse Association, making them a club team instead of an NCAA-sanctioned program that uses athletic scholarships. Head coach Andy Garrigan thinks that could change soon.
If the university comes to us and says right now you're going to NCAA next year, you would have a wave of the top tier kids in the nation going, I'm in. I want to be in Texas. It's a program that would be off the charts.
Even with lacrosse's booming popularity, Title IX is preventing it from becoming a scoring success.
Title IX was enacted in 1972, and it was not a sports law. It was a law that affected federally funded institutions. It said on the basis of gender that you could not be discriminated against or be prevented from opportunities.
Plonsky says adding new NCAA sports is a difficult process.
We have been very meticulous about the way we've added our sports. We just don't want to have a program just to offer it.
For now, Texas lacrosse will have to wait on something it has no control over. The Republican Party is celebrating after a successful election day across the country, including here in Texas. In the race for governor, Attorney General Greg Abbott was the overwhelming favorite against State Senator Wendy Davis. And in the race for lieutenant governor, Republican Senator Dan Patrick was also favored to win against Democratic Senator Letitia Vanden Pute. Abbott beat Davis with 59% of the vote, and Patrick beat Vanden Pute with 58%. Statewide, Proposition 1 also was approved with 80% of the vote. The plan will put $1.7 billion into the statewide transportation fund. Dahlia Garza won City Council District 2, and Ann Kitchen won City Council District 5. All other City Council positions will continue in a runoff election on December 16th. And the mayoral election will also continue in a runoff, Mike Martinez and Steve Adler will face each other again on December 16th. And voters have decided against the billion-dollar plan that would have brought the city its first light rail line and hundreds of millions of dollars in road improvements. Rachel Corbelli has a reaction from both sides. Rachel? Austin drivers won't be able to use handheld devices beginning this January, so new car owners may be shopping around for vehicles with hands-free technology. Daniel Jenkins takes a look at a new study that says those devices may not be as safe as they claim. While most children around Austin were busy trick-or-treating, more than 2,000 UT community members gathered for a different way to spend the holiday. That's right, Jasmine. It's going to be a cold one up in Stillwater this weekend for the Longhorns. And also, groundbreaking research on UT's campus regarding concussions in football. We'll show you more coming up next. From dementia to concussions on the football field, traumatic brain injury is devastating and has numerous symptoms. Rachel Robillard shows us how UT researchers are taking a different approach to understanding its effects. The Longhorns were doing some hard hitting of their own last Saturday in a 33-16 demolition of the 23rd ranked West Virginia Mountaineers. The victory marking the first time since 2008 Texas has beat a ranked opponent at Darrell K. Royal. This Saturday, the Horns travel to Stillwater to face the Oklahoma State Cowboys, and a win would bring much-needed bowl eligibility in year one of the Charlie Strong era. It's going to be a chilly one in northern Oklahoma, but Strong thinks his team has what it takes. The Friday night basketball season officially kicks off for Rick Barnes and his highly touted squad. After a surprising finish to the season last March, the Horns start the 2014-15 season ranked as the number 10 team in the country thanks to the addition of super freshman Miles Turner. It's the first time the Horns have been ranked in the top 10 since 2011, and they're hoping a big tournament run is in store come this spring. Tip-off is Friday night at 7:30 over at the Frank Irwin Center. So a big sports weekend coming up on the 40 acres, guys. The Texas Longhorns head to the Cotton Bowl this Saturday for their annual showdown with the Oklahoma Sooners. Texas heads into the game as a 2-touchdown underdog, but that didn't stop them from making waves a year ago in the exact same position. Texas kicked off the miracle last year by pressuring quarterback Blake Bell into throwing a bum to defensive tackle Chris Whaley. Big man rumbles 30 yards to the house to give Texas an early lead, gets the burnt orange half of the Cotton Bowl believing in something crazy. Second quarter, same score. Case McCoy takes a snap, drops back, lobs a bomb. Marcus Johnson's there to reel it in, and he's off to the races. 17-3 Longhorns, and the upset's on. 29-13, late in the third quarter, Texas goes for the kill shot. McCoy takes a snap, drops back, pump fake, throws a bomb to Mike Davis, this one for 38 yards, and do you believe in miracles? Texas pulls off the upset, and a brand new Texas coaching staff knows they have the players capable of pulling another rabbit out of their hat a year later.